Anybody here in the audience that wish to comment? Okay, sir.
Sitting for 4 hours. And we've lost the audience.
Yeah, don't have a crowd for you.
Good evening now. It says good afternoon, but it is evening. My name is Pike Tyner and I live at 275 Morgan Drive, formerly 743 Chad Drive. And we've lived at that address for 13 years. My concern regarding the Chamber's building permit for 127 Morgan Drive is that after reviewing the permit application documents, they don't appear to address the potential wear and tear on Morgan Drive during the construction of the Chamber's residence. Clearly, the construction of a residence of 7,800 square feet with a long entrance drive, crossing a creek that requires building a bridge, building drainage ponds, and extensive hillside excavation will require numerous pieces of drain-heavy equipment and extensive hauler trips moving debris and bringing in construction materials. It would be difficult to imagine that such a project would not overburden Morgan Drive. The residents who live on Morgan Drive, those members of the Rivers Crossing HOA, have only one entrance and exit to their homes. And it is through that part of Morgan Drive that all the construction traffic will travel back and forth to the construction site. Mr. Chambers and the Rivers Crossing HOA are currently in discussions to prepare a good neighbors agreement regarding construction traffic repair and maintenance responsibilities. The HOA president, Mr. Chambers, will meet this Friday to outline an agreement before they submit it to their respective attorneys to complete the final legal document. My request for the P&Z Commission today is to delay a decision on the building permit to allow the good neighbors agreement process to reach a conclusion so that the permitting process includes and clearly identifies responsible parties for the repair and maintenance of Morgan Drive due to the construction traffic for the Chamber's new residents. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there anybody else here in the audience who wish to comment? Oh, okay.
Melody Kozlowski, 170 Morgan Drive. I wasn't really prepared to talk, but I guess my concern would be legally. So our road into our subdivision is private. It's privately maintained. Our HOA dues are solely responsible. The city doesn't give us any money to maintain, and we do snow removal, and us as members pay for all that. So I guess I'm just wondering, where is the Chamber's driveway? Where is that driveway going to, where does that land on the map, so to speak? And legally, like, we're a private road, even though the county has an easement through part of that to the county property. But does that ensure that a residence has an easement? I guess so I just have some questions concerning that. I also concur with Pike on, we are concerned because an average build does a certain amount of wear and tear. We pay a construction deposit and, you know, that kind of thing when we're building in our neighborhood. And this is a person that's not a member of our HOA, but yet they're coming down the private road. So, I mean, Chamber sounds like a great guy. It's all that. And I just wish you guys would delay making a decision till we could kind of see the legality and maybe how this is going to all look and work for us, because we live there and that's our home. And anyway, I would just ask you guys to do that. Thank you.
Anybody else here in the audience wish to comment?
I now must read this into the record because I forgot to send it into the packet.
You want to read it
I
here?
can go up and do it. It'll be really entertaining. I have to read you a legal description, but numbers. What?
Got the exit.
Oh, no. I just keep running. Okay, from the Valley View 1 Homeowners Association. July 15th to Brian Parker, City Planner. Please be informed concerning action item Design Review 2410 and Shoreline 2406 in the impact area for James and Sarah Chambers regarding access to our approximately 17-acre common area along the North Fork of Payette River. Valley View 1 lot owners, since the inception of our subdivision in July of 1976, have had a platted easement to access our common area. Until present, we have used a prescriptive route that existed for many years prior to the creation of our subdivision. The Chambers house, as shown on the plans, will be located directly on top of a section of this original prescriptive roadbed. Therefore, the Chambers proposal will result in moving a section of the road from the prescriptive location to the platted easement location. We have come to terms with the Chambers concerning the access issues. Valley View 1 HOA board members will approve the roadbed relocation of the Chambers agrees in writing to the following. 1, to reroute the existing road at a reasonable grade beginning at an approximate point of north 44 degrees 53 22.93 west 160 degrees 0 9.97 thence north 80 degrees east 104 feet to approximately the point of north 44 degrees 53 2305 west 160 16 degrees 07 8.62 thence south 56 degrees east 191.85 feet to the approximate roadbed relocation point ending in north 44 degrees 53 feet 22.03 inches west 160 degrees 7 and 6.37 inches. Chambers will pay all incurred costs for the redirected road construction as described above. 3, the new easement portion must remain unrestricted for access at all times to any type of vehicle, motorized or non-motorized, or pedestrians, pets, etc., retaining all long-established easement rights. 4, the relocation of the roadway must be finished no later than the completion of concrete backfill within 45 days of any excavation of the existing roadbed and prior to any further construction. In ellipses, all road construction must be able to carry Idaho Department of Lands fire suppression vehicles and be subject to Valley View 1 HOA board approval and ellipses. Number 5, at minimum, a pedestrian pathway must be provided during all phases of excavation and concrete. We request the McCall Area Planning and Zoning Commission incorporate the signed agreement into the Chamber's final terms of approval, attached as page 2. Direct any questions, replies, etc., by way of board members to Mike Barton. And then we have a signed agreement, Exhibit 1, to enter into the record, and a wee little map of the actual easement that is not built. That's Exhibit 2. B.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody online or on the phone? Last call to make a comment on this application. All right, with that, I'll close the public comment. Dominic, do you want to respond to some of the questions?
Yeah, I can respond to a few things real quick. Let's go down the list real quick. Siding, we don't have an exact siding material or plan picked out, but when you look at that front of the house, there's kind of a big window prow wall and the house extends both ways and a daylight basement. From the prow out on both sides and the whole daylight basement, we plan on doing in a dark color stain or paint that blends into the background, and the roof in a dark color as well. Just the prow we want to do in a natural siding so that this small piece of the house kind of draws your eye and the rest of it blends into the background and you don't really see it.
SITING. Sighting was what I was referencing, not.
Oh, sorry.
DING.
Are we going through all that or just the,
That's what you were commenting.
Let's continue
on.
on. No, I was talking about the siding.
Yeah, no worries.
No, I was talking about the siding. I hear you. I was just making sure everybody understood what we were building. The bridge application is in, the bridge is picked out, and all the engineering and is in the works. We should have answers on all of it within hopefully 2 to 3 weeks and approvals. Turnaround, we worked with architect today. It is being drawn and we should have something, Brian, in the next few days. The walking path pretty much got covered, but yeah, we plan on building that. As for the comments from Morgan Drive and Rivers Crossing, Chambers actually owns a lot in Morgan's, in Rivers Crossing, and is a HOA member.
Correct.
He, good neighbors kind of goes both ways. Like, he's gonna live there and be your guys' neighbor as well as you're gonna be his. I've been building things here for a long time. I haven't trashed any streets. Don't plan on trashing any streets in this one. The same equipment that's gonna come into this project has been down that Morgan Drive for every house that's built on Morgan Drive. So we're not doing anything different or crazy or random. So we'll take the same precautions to protect the road that everyone else does. And yeah, hopefully it all works out. So any other questions or comments I didn't cover?
Mentioning that Chambers is talking to the Rivers Crossing HOA currently.
I'm not involved in that. He told me he had a good neighbors agreement that they were working on.
Okay, so
He
he's,
told me he didn't know if it was gonna be a handshake deal or a legal agreement, and I haven't got beyond that. Honestly, I didn't know if it was gonna be required here or there, or just between us on the outside of the building permit. So I just figured I'd let him being a member in Rivers Crossing and owning the property, I figured that would probably just go outside of this, but if we need to bring that document into this, we can definitely look at that down the road.
And Chairman, if I can provide a little information, we gave the HOA the plat and easement instrument numbers relating to entering the Rivers Crossing subdivision so that their individual attorneys can look at what those instrument numbers describe. The city, to the best of our ability and best of our knowledge, made sure that the first section entering Rivers Crossing is dedicated differently. So it should be accessible for utility, construction, et cetera, those types of things specifically for a property like this. That's not part of the subdivision, but it's up to their private attorneys to figure out whether there need to be pieces there otherwise, because that's not under the purview of the city.
I was gonna say, I thought there was some special easement from that first, so it drops down to the county. There was some special stuff that's been a long time, but I thought there was something there. Okay. Commissioners, any other questions for Dominic? Thank you. So I didn't see it. Okay. So we don't have any conditions currently that they come to an agreement, correct? I don't remember seeing anything regarding Rivers Crossing.
A condition about this one, I don't think I scanned trying to see.
And then condition regarding the Valley View easement that
Yeah.
they maintain access through it and construct as needed. There, regarding Morgan Drive, that is a private street owned and managed by the Owners Association. How that is worked out on individual driveway permits and such is to be determined by the homeowners association and the property owner. I will add in, if you go to page 967 of your meeting packet, there is an agreement between Valley County and the property owner granting access off of the Valley County easement and through their property.
Okay. Sounds like something they need to work on. It's not necessarily in our purview. Okay. And like I say, I think there was some, I'm pretty sure there was some few easements regarding that, but anyway, okay. Commissioners, any other questions for staff or the applicant before we close the public hearing? All right, I make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? None. Okay, the public hearing is closed. Discussion. Comments. Yeah. Liz, I think you might be muted.
I'm on mute. Yes, I had some concerns, but all of my concerns are addressed with the conditions of approval, and I feel reasonably comfortable that with the resolution of those conditions that it can move forward.
I agree with Liz on that.
Tom, your thoughts?
Nice big house. Good looking project.
Dave?
I don't have any concerns, and I don't think we can get involved in the private road, so.
Yeah.
My sentiments exactly.
Yeah, no, I think it looks nice, considering where that property is located. Like I say, there's gonna be very few people that can even see it or even know that it's there. And I have a feeling that Chambers will work out something with the Rivers Crossing. I mean, if he's been part of there or he's part of their community, so I would feel confident, but again, we really can't get into that, but I feel confident he would do the right thing. And again, Dominic's been around for a long time. He's not gonna tear it up either, because he's got his reputation. So I don't see that won't get settled between them and Gordon's house. With that, I'm open for a motion.
I'll take it. I move to approve DR 2410 and SH 2606 with the staff recommended conditions of approval.
That should be 2406.
2406? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, amend that, 2406.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor? Aye.
Okay.
All opposed? Hearing none, approved. Right, thank you. All right. Now we're down to our last couple items, the signs.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
I think you had three.
Meredith, what's the deal with the water ski roof here?
That was just an old picture.
It's just an old.
It's not back.
They're gone. They've taken that off. They put them back there when nobody was looking because nobody can drive down there.
Just put a stick in her cage there, didn't I, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
So we have three, but only two of the three were listed. One with correct when they applied for it, so I switched it with another one. So you get in what order is it? The Laketown sign. I was not convinced initially that this shade of blue matches the original color tone, and then I saw a beautiful picture of Bob Looper standing by the lake in the sky, and I was convinced otherwise. So I did ask them to make sure that that does match the natural color palette of McCall, and there are no water skis, I hope, behind that. That is up, but it is there, and they have a little bit more if they wish to use it. We'll see what happens. The next sign is for the soon-to-be open Flying M Coffee side. This will be, I believe, the third Flying M location of their consortium. So that is not a formula business. You have to get to more than 5 of the same vibe to achieve formula business status. And you'll soon have the coffee cafe, fun souvenirs shop there on the corner.
Need that.
Signage has been put up, and I'm not sure what the opening date is supposed to be, but it's coming.
Was that sign already up? I don't remember.
Signs went up, I think, like yesterday or.
It went up for a few days.
I haven't seen that one on the corner.
And I was
Okay.
like, wow, signs. I had them tone down their tone of red to a more varnish red.
Is it like a little birdie with a coffee cup in it or?
It's a Flying M with a coffee cup,
Oh,
if you believe it.
Yep, I can see it.
okay, all right. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it is. What? Okay. How could I have missed that? How could I have missed that? Like looking at, I just don't. I better go home.
And then the last one is the new location for Gravity, who is mid-move from over on, do we call that Pine officially?
Oh, from where they're moving from.
Very short street. Street, sort of. And they still have yet to get their giant welded laser cut, that one, brought in from the guy who's doing that, but it's gonna look similar in design to the gear we rested and fun with them. So they're right up close to their limit. I think they've reserved about 11, 12 additional square feet for the window decal reasons as they figure out how they want Then we will have Vibrant Med Spa. Which will close out the, yeah, they're open, but we will have their sign next week. Yes, because it's happening next week. We're gonna be back
Next
here
week.
with all of our friends. And that's what we've got.
Okay. So with that, I do want to remind everybody, it is next Tuesday that we will have our August meeting, because this one got,
Is this a paid position now?
yes, you got jerky, look, you got jerky, got jerky and Dove. Well, that's about as much pay. We got double what we had before.
I can't believe my eyes, I'm reading it that way. Gee, whiz.
So yes, we do have next week. And then also we have another one, August 21st, 21st. So keep those in the back of your mind that we,
Groundhogs thing.
yeah.
That's not funny, Brian.
Yes, it is almost the middle day on top of being meeting day
September.
and hypothetical packet day.
Yeah. That's not happening.
It's not happening.
I will do tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. Well, you can tell
I
us
need to go.
next meeting.
Yeah.
So with that, so we do have, like I say, hopefully we get everybody for next week or enough for a forum, excuse me. And we're gonna go from there because it looks like we have quite a few things.
Survey for September, a design review, a record of survey. The mystery box. What are you?
If you're reading up the stuff we got today, that's all for October.
It's all for October. Oh, what a good day.
Like 6 meetings from now.
Okay, I'll give you an updated tally next.
If this isn't a paid position, it sure should be.
All right, Tony.
I make a motion that we adjourn at 7:58, we adjourn.
A motion, a second, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? None? All right. Thank you, everybody. We're adjourned.
Just got it wrong.
See you in less than 7 days.
I might even have these minutes to you
Ooh.
in 24 hours. They're like done.
We're not.
These are-
These ones are done.